Enriquez, and we are your tour guide for this tour. But before we go to our first destination, we just want you to remind some safety instruction for our tour. To be smooth, safe, and sound. Always remember the word we.
W stand for with, avoid littering, and kindly be responsible to our trust.
I stands for instruction if I use the ones. This means you have enough time to row around the destination. And if I whistle twice, this means you have a few minutes to go back to our bus. S stands for synchronize, synchronize, and synchronize your time with my time so no one will left behind. Welcome to the beautiful place of Greece.
While we are traveling to our first destination, let me give you some trivia about Greece. Did you know that Greece is made up of thousands of islands? You probably heard Santorini, Mykonos, and Crete. It is estimated that Greece is home up to 6,000 of islands and islets with only 200 of them being inhabited.
Another one is Greece has 18 UNESCO World Heritage Site. If you love visiting heritage site, you are in for a treat in Greece. The country is home to 18 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the world-famous sites like the Acropolis of Athens, the Temple of Apollo, Meteora, and the Old Town of Corfu.
And lastly, 80% of Greece is made up of mountains. When you think of Greece, you probably picture sand shores, blue oceans, white shades, buildings, and blue domes. But one of the most surprising facts about Greece reveals that is the majority of tourists were here to our first destination. Welcome to Acropolis, Athens. Acropolis, Athens, considered the symbol of Athens and Greece and ended of Western civilization. The Acropolis is a rocky mound rising in the heart of modern Athens, crowned by the three magnificent temples dating from the 5th century before Christ.
Okay, tourists, you have enough time to row around the destination. Okay, tourists, let's gather together and do the head count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're complete. Let's proceed to our next destination.
For our second destination, welcome to Santorini. Santorini is a volcanic island in the Cyclades group of the Greek in the islands. It is one of the famous dramatic views, stunning sunsets, the whitewashed houses, and its very own volcano. Fira, the capital of Santorini, is a marriage of Athenian and Cycladic architectures, whole white cobblestone streets bustles with the shops, tavernas, hotels, and cafes while clinging.
Okay, tourists, you have enough time to row around the destination. Okay, tourists, let's gather together and do the head counts. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're complete. Let's proceed to our next destination.
Now the time with me is 12 p.m. I guess just like me, all of you are hungry. Before we proceed to our next destination, let's take our lunch first. Try juicy rolls and toast of the day. Lamb frisaki, cabbage with minced beef, traditional soups, and other delicious homemade recipes are stand out. Of course, they serve a high-quality moussaka, souvlaki, dolma-dakeya, pork or chicken gyros, and many vegetarian dishes.
Are you all guys excited to witness and experience the breathtaking views of Corfu Island?
Yes, of course.
Welcome to the beach of Corfu Island. Corfu, one of the Greece's top tourist destinations, Corfu sites in the Ionian Sea of the west coast of the mainland. The capital, Corfu town, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Thanks to the elegant Italianated architecture, it was ruled by the Venetians for several centuries. Explore its romantic pedestrian-only street to discover two 16th century fortresses and the arcade Liston lined by old-fashioned cafes.
You have enough time to row around the destination. Okay, tourists, let's gather together and do the head count. 1, Okay, we're complete. Let's proceed to our next destination.
Welcome to the Delphi Theater. Greece is known for some amazing theaters, but none present such a spectacular view as the Delphi Theater, located in the ancient city of Delphi. The Delphi Theater was built in the 4th century to make seat for 5,000 spectators in its 35 round rows. Plays, poetry, readings, and musical events used to take place here against the amazing backdrop of the entire sanctuary and the valley beyond. Welcome to the Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki doesn't mean to mind not being on most people touring this. The locals are happy to have the place and all site to themselves. The main sightseeing attraction are its UNESCO listed Byzantine churches, but worth investigating are several Roman monuments, including the 4th century Rotunda, the 15th century White Tower on the seafront, and an excellent Byzantine museum. Yes, ma'am. From here, we will arrive an hour to witness an impressive castle on the Greek island of Corfu. Corfu Castle, sometimes referred to as Old Fortress, another of Greece's Venetian.
Greece has the longest coastline in Europe and is the southernmost country in Europe. The mainland has rugged mountains, forests, and lakes, but the country is well known for the thousands of islands dotting the blue Aegean Sea to the east, the Mediterranean Sea to the south, and the Ionian Sea to the west. The country is divided into 3 geographical regions: the mainland, the islands, and Peloponnese, the peninsula south of the mainland. The Pindus mountain range on the mainland contains one of the world's deepest gorges, Picos Gorge, which plunges 3,600 feet. Mount Olympus is Greece's highest mountain at 9,570 feet above sea level. Ancient Greeks believed it was the home of the gods. Mount Olympus became the first national park in Greece.
Greece has a Mediterranean climate with mild and wet winters, and the southern lowland and island region, and cold winter with strong snowfalls. In the mountainous areas in the central and northern region, and hot, dry summers.
Importance of tourism of Greece. Greece is recorded a total of 7 billion tourists, that is smaller countries and regularly perform the lower in comparison of the absolute number of the guests is obvious. The tourist number is relation to the population of Greece is result is much comparable picture with a 0.69 tourists per resident. Greece is ranked 57 in the world. In the Southern Europe is a rank as 7. Greece generated around the 6.19 billion US dollar. In the tourism sector is the correspond 2.9% of its gross in domestic product and approximately is 13% of all international of tourism.
Our tour here in Greece has officially ended. I hope you learned a lot and this experience will be memorable to all of you. Always remember, explore, experience, and enjoy. F. Caristo, my dear tourists.